All right, let's dive into one of the great American novels, maybe the great American novel, F. Scott Fitzgerald's The Great Gatsby. We're going to get into all of it. The glamour, the mystery, the heartbreak, this incredible world built entirely on dreams. Let's do this.
So right out of the gate, we get this line, and wow, it's from one of our main characters, Daisy Buchanan, and it is just stunningly cynical, right? It's our first real peek under the glittering surface of all that wealth, and it hints at this deep, deep disillusionment. It pretty much sets the stage for a world where what you see is everything, and for someone like Daisy, well, maybe being a fool feels like the only way to survive.
Okay, so our story kicks off in the summer of 22. We're heading to West Egg, Long Island, a place just buzzing with possibility. And we're gonna see this whole world of big dreams and even bigger money through the eyes of a newcomer, our narrator. He's about to get a front row seat to the wildest show on Earth. So, this is Nick Carraway. He's our guy, our narrator. He's a young fella from the Midwest, and like so many others in the Roaring 20s, he's come east to make his fortune in the bond business. He ends up in this small, kind of forgotten house, thinking, this is it, a fresh start. He has absolutely no idea that the guy living in the mansion next door is about to change, well, everything. So you've got to understand the layout here. Long Island is split into these two places, East Egg and West Egg. They look the same, but they are worlds apart. East Egg, that's old money. People who were just born into it. Think white palaces, inherited fortunes. That's where Nick's cousin Daisy and her husband Tom live. But West Egg, that's the new money, the self-made, maybe a little flashy crowd. And the king of West Egg is Nick's mysterious neighbor, Gatsby. And believe me, this clash between old money and new ambition, that's what this whole story is about. So Nick gets his first real taste of this life over at the Buchanan's mansion in East Egg. He's there with his cousin Daisy, who's got this voice that just sounds like money, and her husband Tom, who is this brutish, powerful guy. On the surface, it's all so perfect, right? But you can just feel the tension simmering underneath. And then, the phone rings. It's Tom's mistress, and the whole perfect evening just cracks wide open, leaving behind this trail of anger and humiliation that nobody talks about. After that incredibly awkward dinner, Nick's focus shifts. It shifts to the real mystery of the summer, the man in that colossal mansion next door. A guy who, for now, is just a name and a whole lot of rumors. You see, we don't really meet Gatsby at first. We experience him. Every single weekend, his mansion just explodes. Music, lights, champagne, hundreds of people showing up. They come and go like moths to a flame. It's the most incredible party you've ever seen. But the weirdest part? The host, the man himself, is a total ghost. He's this huge enigma right in the middle of his own universe. And before Nick even says a word to him, he sees something. One night, he sees his neighbor standing all alone on his lawn, and he's stretching his arms out, reaching for something across the dark water. Nick can't really see what it is, just a single green light, tiny and far away. And this one image right here, this is everything. This is Gatsby, a man defined by this deep, mysterious longing for something that feels just out of reach. All right, so between all the glamour of the eggs and the energy of New York City, there's this other place, a place that couldn't be more different. This is the Valley of Ashes. This is the grim, dirty reality that all those lavish lifestyles are built on. I mean, just picture it, a fantastic farm where ashes grow like wheat. It's this gray, bleak, industrial wasteland. Literally, the city's dumping ground. But it's more than that, isn't it? It's like the moral dumping ground for all these wealthy people too. This is where you see the real cost of their careless lives. And watching over this entire desolate place are these eyes. The eyes of Dr. T.J. Eckelberg on a giant fading billboard. They're just huge blue and empty. In this world that's all about money and desire, these eyes are like the forgotten eyes of God. They see absolutely everything, but they don't say a word. Okay, let's get back to Gatsby's parties. We've seen the spectacle, we feel the mystery, but now we're gonna find out why. What's the reason for all of this? What's the truth behind the parties? You have to understand, at his own parties, Gatsby is a legend. People whisper all these wild things. He killed a man. No, he was a German spy. The rumors are insane. But then, when Nick finally meets him, he's just this young guy with this incredibly charming, reassuring smile. And that contrast between the wild stories and the actual man, just makes you wonder even more. Who is Jay Gatsby?
So in the middle of one of these parties, Gatsby pulls aside Jordan Baker, she's a friend of Daisy's, for a private chat. And when she comes back, she is just floored. She tells Nick, "I've just heard the most amazing thing. Turns out the rumors have nothing on the truth, and Jordan now holds the key to the entire mystery."
And here it is, the big secret. Jordan tells Nick the whole story. 5 years ago, a young, poor army officer named Jay Gatsby fell head over heels for Daisy. But then he had to go to war. While he was gone, Daisy, feeling the pressure, married the super wealthy Tom Buchanan. She chose security. And Gatsby? He dedicated every single second of the next 5 years to one goal: get rich enough to win her back. The mansion, the flashy cars, the legendary parties, it was all for her. It was all a giant, elaborate stage built on the desperate hope that one day she might just walk in.
And just like that, that green light makes perfect sense. It's the light at the end of Daisy's dock, right across the water. For 5 long years, that little green light has been his North Star. It's the symbol of everything he wants, of this past he is so desperately trying to get back.
So all the pieces are finally on the board. Gatsby's built his kingdom, and now he has Nick, his connection to Daisy. After 5 years of waiting, his massive, impossible dream is about to slam right into reality. And after everything, after all the parties, all the money, this whole world he built to get the world's attention, it all comes down to one tiny, terrified request. He asks Nick if he'll invite Daisy over for tea. That's it. The guy who throws parties for hundreds of strangers is too scared to call the one person he actually wants to see. The man who built a palace is terrified to make a phone call. The day of the tea is just pure chaos and anxiety. Gatsby has Nick's lawn cut perfectly. He sends over so many flowers, it looks like a greenhouse exploded in Nick's little house. He shows up looking pale, like he hasn't slept in a week. And then, with literally 2 minutes to go, he completely panics. Nobody's coming, he says. It's too late. He's sure his entire 5-year plan is about to just collapse.
And then a car pulls up the drive, and there she is, Daisy. The dream, the green light. But now she's a real person, smiling just a few feet away. After 5 years, the moment he has built his entire world for is finally here.
This is it. This is the moment the whole book has been building to, and it's so heavy with hope and expectation, it makes you wonder about the central question of the whole story. Can you really repeat the past?
I mean, just think about it. He spent 5 years and a fortune. He basically invented a whole new person, all for this one single afternoon. The stakes just don't get any higher than this.
For 5 years, his dream was perfect, you know? It was this untouchable thing, just a green light across the water. But now, that dream is a real person walking through the door. It is a voice. It is a life of its own. The perfect idea he's been chasing is now just a woman, standing right there in the room. Now, Gatsby's story is obviously extreme, but the feeling behind it, that's something we can all understand, right? That desire to go back, to recapture one perfect moment. So I'll leave you with this. If you could rebuild your entire world just for a chance to relive one moment from your past, would you do it?